Hello, my name is Kim Engelin and this is my painting Greyhead. It is one painting out of 6 paintings from the series Networks, and it's going to be shipped from my studio in Valencia, Spain. We are now in my studio, to London in the UK, where the painting is going to its new owner. And with this video I'm going to show you the process of wrapping this painting to get it ready for shipment. This acrylic painting is quite large. It's 90 by 130 centimeters, or in inches it's 35 by 51 inches. That is why I'm sitting on the floor and I have a carpet underneath, so it is safe and secure. The first thing I want to do is protect the front with a layer of glassine. But I don't have glassine at the moment, so I will use rice paper. So let's do that first. I vacuum cleaned the carpet, but I see some bits of paper. I place the glassine, or in this case the rice paper, down on the carpet and then put the painting facing down. And I cut the paper so that the paper is on all sides a little bit bigger than the painting, leaving enough room to wrap it around the edges. Normally that's about 5 centimeters or 2 inches. I learned this little trick when using artist tape to put on the glassine, or in this case the rice paper, is to fold over the end a little bit, and that leaves us a little knob to grab the tape. So when it's time to unpack the painting, it can easily be removed. For this we use artist tape, which is an acid-free tape, so it's not going to damage or yellow any of your canvas if you accidentally get it on the side of the painting. It will be easily removable and won't leave a mark. Since masking tape over time could potentially leave adhesive, normally I start with the longest edge and I put one piece of tape onto the canvas, and when you fold the next longest edge you can then put the tape on the glassine, because we want in theory as little as possible artist tape on the painting. And again, the glassine is to avoid anything from sticking to the surface of the painting. On the front, on top of the glassine, or in this case the rice paper, I put my logo sticker. Next up is the bubble wrap. And when we use bubble wrap, we want to make sure that the flat or the smooth side of the bubble wrap is against the surface of the painting. So you want to put the side with the bubbles on the floor and the smooth side is up. Why this way around? Since there is a chance that the bubble which is sticking out can leave an impression on the painting's canvas. Best is to wrap the painting in 2 layers of small bubble wrap and then another 2 layers with big bubble wrap. But I only have small bubble wrap, so I'm going to wrap the bubble wrap in total 4 times around the painting. In the end, the thickness or depth of the bubble wrap around the painting must be at least 5 centimeters or 2 inches. It also depends on your box. Let's say if you have a ready-made box, then it might be even more, so that it doesn't move too much inside of the box. But I'm going to make my own box, so it will be not the case. Now I place the 4 foam corners. You could also use self-made or bought cardboard corners, or a little bubble wrap around the painting's corners with inside a drop cloth. I envelop it with plastic stretch wrap and tape again just to make sure. My roll of bubble wrap is on both sides 5 centimeters or in inches 2 inches larger than the short side of the painting, which is perfect since you need that to also have the sides protected, which we are folding over now. Since sometimes if we just fold it straight over, it's going to take your excess and bring it around the back, so you're not going to have as much padding on the sides. But if we push it down first and then fold it over, we're going to leave a good amount of padding there. The foam layers have been placed and attached, and now come the final layers of the bubble wrap. And in the end I will measure it if it's indeed 5 centimeters or 2 inches broad. You can see here already the fragile sticker. I don't know why I'm showing that now, but we want to show the person who is going to deliver that it's fragile what is inside. So although we are wrapping it really well and the next phase will be the boxing, still it needs to be handled with care. And then finally we're going to tape it very well so that it doesn't slide. And then the next phase will be the boxing. Did you see the ball moving? That was Pluto. He's now 9 months old and he's my Dalmatian puppy. And he doesn't understand why it takes so much time. He just wants to play, which we will, but not just now, since we are not completely ready, because this painting has to be wrapped and boxed very well for a safe shipment. So let's continue. We are going to create our own box out of cardboard boxes. This way we can have the perfect size box. I customized the box size to the exact measurements we need for the painting. If we would have two paintings in a box, we would place them with the paintings towards each other and the back end of both paintings to the outer side of the box. And in between we place a piece of cardboard or a sheet of styrofoam or something like that. So yeah, in this case it's just one painting and we are going to create our own box. As a tip, you can use the blunt end of the box cutter to score the cardboard to make an indentation, that way you can fold it easily. So don't extend the blade, leave it in, or get a carton size reducer tool or a long scoring wheel, that way you can fold the cardboard out. I noticed an envelope opener also works perfect. I almost forgot, before we close up the box, we have to add the certificate of authenticity, and also I made a personal note for the buyer, so I want to put that in the box. And I have some cute stickers that I'm gonna connect it with. When the art buyer opens the box and the certificate of authenticity and the personal note is stuck to the bubble wrap, we know that the person who delivered the painting has also handled the painting with care. And so for this also later we will put stickers on the box saying it's fragile, so they handle it with care. I got my boxes from Duchas de Riojanos del Baño, so a shout out to Delia, who's working there, who's really nice and provided me with these large cardboard boxes. And here's the sticker saying fragile. That was Pluto. If your painting is really large, it is better to use a crate. If you ship using wood crates, the wood used must be heat treated. And for more information on that, you best ask your crate makers because they know the international shipping requirements. About the bubble wrap, so I have a roll of bubble wrap, but yeah, if you can recycle it and you have bubble wrap that's still good, so the bubbles are still closed so they shouldn't be popped, then of course you can use that too. Since we don't know how the box is going to be handled when it is outside of the studio and gets onto the delivery truck, it might be that it's going to be pushed or slid around. So I tape up all the sides because there's a good chance that the painting is not going to remain standing that way up. So I use a lot of tape. In total I use 3 rolls of tape, but I rather use so much tape than that the box would open and maybe a piece of the painting would come out or We don't know. I just want to prevent that. This painting has been made in April 1998 and it's the second in the series. So it's like good old wine, and I'm very pleased that the youthful art collector has bought this painting, and I wish her best of luck with it and lots of joy. And here's the sticker saying fragile. Sticker saying fragile. And our painting is ready for shipping. Now the only thing that remains is that I need to add the shipment label. I write the sizes and also the weight on the box. And I will write in English and in Spanish, painting fragile and pintura frágil. Put another sticker with love. And now the painting is ready for shipping.